Yeah, click record. I'll get straight into it.
Okay, let's rock. Let's go.
Okay. Welcome everybody. Super exciting. Obviously, you guys have had an epic weekend at David Wood. We're super jealous that we weren't there. However, we're so excited to hear your takeaways from it. But I'm just going to quickly go through our winter onesies. So I'm going to share my screen.
Let's show them what they're getting.
So here's our little winter onesie for the second week, as you can see here. The people in the green are the ones that are still in the running for the big major prize at the end of the 4 weeks. So we ran a competition. You needed to get an enrolment each week. If you missed a week, you needed to get 2 the following week to be able to get back into it. So well done this week to Fawn, Jared, Sarah, Sheridan, Greg and Rage, Urena, Tremaine, Colleen, Nicole, Denise, and Heidi. They were everyone who put into the thread. So if you have had an enrolment and you haven't put in the thread, put it in now, because I'm about to do the draw. So as you can see here, we've got Urena, Tremaine, Colleen, Nicole, Denise, Fawn, Sheridan, Jared, Heidi. Rach and I won't be in it because we obviously are part of the prize giver. So we're going to do 1 to 9. So as you can see, last week we had 8 enrolments for the 39 people in the winter onesie. And this week, let's give a massive round of applause, we've had 14 enrolments from the people in the winter onesie. So imagine next week, so everyone is still in the running next week for week 3. You're still in the running next week to win the weekly prize. So what about next week? We have a goal as a team to get 20 enrolments next week. How cool would that be? Yeah? Happy with that? So that means half of us need to get an enrolment. If all half get 1 enrolment, that's at least 20 enrolments for the week. So let's keep growing that. Anyway, so check out those names, 1 to 9, and...
Hey, Greg. You missed my name. It's Sarah. You missed my name.
Says, did I? Sorry, babe.
That's all right.
You know what I'll do? I'll just go like this. Sarah.
And the winner gets sleep spray this week. Only available in America. It is absolutely amazing.
So I'm calling you Sarah Superstar. How's that sound?
Thanks.
Hey, Greg. Also, it's Nicole.
Nicole?
I actually didn't get one last week. I've got my one for this week, the new week, so I shouldn't be there. I'm in week 3.
No, babe, you're in there for this week, week 2.
Okay.
You've got an enrolment this week. So this is week 2's draw.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yep. So you're still in the chance to win tonight. So anyway, if there's anyone else's name, if you haven't, you're not in there. All right, we're gonna do it. All right, let's find this. Why can I struggle to find this every time? I need to move that somehow.
Let's go down. Yeah, there are Scotland.
Here we go. Sorry, guys. I just need to add one more person in there because Sarzy missed out. So ready? Drum roll. We're going to click the spin. You want to click it?
I'd love to click it.
And boom. 7. Number 7. Who's our lucky number 7? Sarzy!
Everyone should celebrate.
Good night, sleep for you, Shazzy.
Yeah. Shazzy, you're going to sleep all the way through the night, my girl.
Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, so...
Never tried the sleep spray. However, the Ionics works pretty well for me.
And Shazzy, you got your second enrolment for the week just before the bell this week. That means you're in the running for the week 4. The person who's leading so far is Jared. So let's give Jared a massive round of applause. Jared's on 4. And we also have Sarah, who is on 3. And we have, let's quickly go up here for a second. We have Fawn, who's on 2. Jared is on 4. Sarah, Shazzy, and Rach and I were on 2 each. So Awesome work, guys. All right, over to you, Shazzy. Sleep spray. You're going to sleep through the night, my girl.
All right, thank you so much. So for everybody who is brand new, or this is maybe your first and second call, we're in the middle of just a competition with our team, and that just means enrolling one person a week. And we love to give away prizes. We love to give away American product, and we've always got heaps of fun stuff going on. So that's what that's about. So firstly, there are 39 people on this call. 41, it's just got up. How amazing is that? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Rachel. I live in Melbourne. I joined ISA about 4 years ago as a nurse, and now this is what I do full time. And you're a part of our team, and that's amazing. And Rach and Greg, can you give us a wave? They just did the winter onesies. They're up in Noosa. They're incredible leaders, and we've got about 20 leaders on this in our amazing team who just go above and beyond just to do absolutely as much as they can for everybody. But we're so excited this week because we have just come out of an amazing event. Now, for everybody who was at the event, can you just do a little bit of a wave for us so we can see? There's 2 screens. So the event was called Uni in Action in Melbourne, and it was ran by David Wood, our master trainer. So a lot of this call, we're going to be covering what we learnt. Okay, we're going to be reviewing that. We're going to be hearing from some people, their takeaways. You guys are going to have so much FOMO that you're going to make sure you never miss the next event. And then we're going to be going through a bit of action that we can take straight out of the event. Okay, guys? So firstly, let's talk about everybody who attended Uni in Action. I just want to congratulate you guys because there are so many things that come up. There are so many different places you could be, but you all chose to be there, and some of you faced adversity to get there. I know that some of you had family commitments, finances, different things come up. People even flew from interstate. So who went to UIA who was in their first 30 days or who hadn't yet ordered? I know that there was a lot of you. Put your hands up. And you know what, guys? The other thing that I want to do this call, I want you guys to use the thread. I want you to use the chat on your computer. So for everybody who was in your first 30 days or you haven't even started Isogenics and you attended UIA, just drop your name in the chat for me so we know. Now, I know that some people came from interstate, okay, Rebecca Wigg, interstate, and Ben and Amanda, interstate. Did anyone else come from interstate for UIA? So, guys, we were so blessed to have UIA in Melbourne, and I'm pretty certain that the next one won't be in Melbourne, so we'll all be going interstate, but we are going to it's an event that's totally worth it. So we are going to prepare ourselves to be going interstate next time. Whose first ever event was this? This first ever Isogenics event. Can you do a dance so that we can see it? All right. So I know, Antonio, it was your first ever event. Your wife just literally dragged you in there on the Sunday. And Joel, your first event as well, not yet enrolled. Who else was there? Bridie, day 5. Rachel, a couple of months in. There's so many of you. I just want to explain to you guys how important your first event is and how. So for me, my first ever UIA was where everything changed for me. I walked out of there and I just went, okay, what have I got to do? All right. I nailed my 30-second story. I nailed you share, they share, repeat, and then I went and told the world about it. All right. So don't get too overwhelmed. Don't be too stressed. We're going to do this with you guys together. So there's a couple of young ladies, Danielle and Alicia. They jumped up on that stage, all right, to do the you share, they share script, which we're going to go through later. Now, Alicia was the first person up. I've been to 12 University in Actions, and I've never seen anyone nail it the way that girl did. She was the first person in line, and she won the event tickets. And Daniela, who is 17, are you on the call? If you are, unmute yourself for me so I can see you. She was third in line, and she didn't even get a crack. But we're going to hear from Alicia later, and she's going to share with us how she actually memorized the script. Okay, so shout out to you. Nicole Bone created 2 consultants. Amazing. Heidi and Amy, we are consultants. Now, is there anybody else who rank advanced this week that I've missed? If you rank advanced, you just throw your name in thread for us. And Mel, it was your first ever event as well. Welcome. And Sip and Samples, Fawn had a Sip and Sample this week, and Lozzie had a Sip and Sample this week. So, guys, with recognition, you know, I know it takes a little bit of time at the start of the call, but how good does it feel when your name is said, don't you think? And we just want you to know that we are always recognizing you. And I'm going to be going above and beyond to be recognizing more and more people on the Team Free page and the Healthy Living page. There's a couple of leaders in Isogenics doing 30-day recognition challenges. So if you feel like doing that, go for it, guys. Okay? All right. So let's get straight into UIA. Okay? So UIA, the first thing I want to talk about and the first thing I want to go through is we went over 30-second stories. Now, guys, hang on, Greg, I can't do 2 things at once. Oh, yeah, boom. Greg's just told me there's 49 people on the call. How good is that? Can we dance? Hey, so for everybody new, this is our team dance.
This is so good. This is like you guys are amazing. 49 of us. Come on, Team Free. This is sick.
You know what? Let's go for some I just want some really quick takeaways for some people about the event. So I'm going to hand it straight over to you, Ben. Where are you? Can you share just what you thought the event was like? Was it worth flying interstate? Was it worth dragging your beautiful wife? Unmute yourself for me.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, our computer audio is turned up. Sorry, 1 second.
That's okay.
Yeah, our computer audio doesn't work, so we're like on our phone and our computer at the same time.
Doing what it takes, and that's what, you know, I've sat on these calls in the dark in my car, toilet floors in airports, all sorts of things.
Yeah, the event, incredible. I've got a ton of takeaways I could share all call, but yeah, I'll keep it quick. So yeah, a big one for me was just go out and get the no's. If you're getting the no's, it means you're in action, it means you're talking with people. And then yeah, also just on that quickly, yeah, the power of events, like just walking away from David Wood, just fully charged, like 110% in action. And just, I think Mandy said to me at one stage, a post come up, you know, like if you're not attending the events, then like, yeah, you're running out of charge, I guess. So, you know, each event just refuels you, and yeah, you're just back in action. So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you. And I know, where are you? So Antonio and Rach, do you guys feel like talking? Can you unmute and just quickly share? Because Antonio is Rachel's husband. He was at home. Rachel's been in Isogenics a couple of months, loves the products. And she went home and said, you need to come on the Sunday. Now, Uni in Action can be a little bit intense on the Sunday, but this guy just embraced it and was just an absolute champ. So, Rach, can you just share a little bit for us what you thought? And Antonio, just give it to us.
All right, can you hear us?
Loud and clear.
All right.
Okay.
Audio, do you want to
turn the other one off.
Yeah, okay. Turn it on.
It's okay. We've all done it.
Better? Sorry. Do you want to come back to us?
Yeah. That's okay. So you just use one and turn the other one off for me. If you want. Try again. We're patient. Yep, no. All right, I'm going to go to Bridie. Bridie, it was your first event. Unmute. Give us 30 seconds of your best for me, okay?
plenty of takeaways, actually. So the 8 steps to getting onto your Facebook list, printing it out and sending that message. And there's 100 people you've just contacted. Might be 99 no's, but you might also get your 3 yeses out of that 100. And it'll spur you on to do it again and again and again. And it's simple and it's easy. And if you're scared, you can send the message, send the photo, turn your phone upside down and walk away. And then come back and be like, oh, look, no one's replied. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Or you're going to have some messages waiting for you. Some other great things. He was just incredibly inspiring. The energy in the room, everybody else standing up around you, you couldn't sit down in that room. There was no way. Like, you'd just feel like a weirdo. The courage and the fact that somebody else is always going to go first. However, after those 3 days, I'm going to be the one to go first.
So, Bridie, how long have you been in Isogenics?
2 weeks.
And how are you feeling more confident?
Yeah, I'm ready to just pick up the pen and go for it. There's no excuses.
Beautiful, thank you. Natalia, I wanted to ask you a question, and I know I haven't pre-warned you, but you weren't going to this event. You were not going until 2 days before something changed for you. Are you glad you went? Are you glad you made that decision?
Yeah, no, I'm glad I begged work. I didn't beg work. I actually just told them. And I have a confession. This is my first UIA ever. And I've been in the business since March last year. And I'm I have no words. Like, it's not what I was expecting. It was more. Like, it was just like, I have to get more people there next time. It is just, I don't care if they're in the business or not, like, they are coming with me because this will just change everything. Like, it's just passion. It's unbelievable. And I'm so thankful I went. I was bawling my eyes on the second day. Like, it was just so intense. It was like good intense. It was amazing. I'm so glad I went. I'm so glad. It's worth every cent.
So what I want you guys to do is bottle how you're feeling now. Bottle how it's helped your confidence. Bottle the friendships and the stories and the belief and the skills. And when the next event comes around, you know, I want you to take that enthusiasm and motivation and passion, and that's what you share with your cleansers. You know, your people that want to build the business but tell you that they can't come to an event, that have an excuse. JP, can you talk?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I know we had a front row encounter. Can you just share what you got out of the event? Because you were on fire, and you're another man who we have to drag to events.
Yeah, look, one thing I got around from the event was I actually took a team there this time, and I can't stress enough getting your team there. Like, I was looking around at my team, at Tegan, at Kate, at Steve-O, and at Gamma, and I was watching their face throughout the whole event, and I just couldn't believe, these guys just couldn't get the smile off their face, right? That's one thing I saw, is bringing a team that inspires them, and that was just absolutely incredible for me to see. And then bouncing out of those doors, you know, wanting to do more. The other thing was, the biggest thing I got out of it was letting go of things that are holding you back. And, you know, if you've got, and David Woods went through a thing about a car accident that his son had, and his car was hanging off the cliff, and the son was, you know, distraught, rang his dad, and his dad came and picked him up. David came and picked him up and basically said, you know, so you're okay? He goes, yeah, I'm okay. He said, well, brush it off. How long do you want to mourn over this car for? And he gave him like 48 hours to mourn over the car, and at 48-hour mark, he said, you know, are you still mourning? Yeah, I'm still mourning. Well, why? Just move on. And when it's sometimes easy to say, but at the same time, you've got to think about things that are holding you back in your life and in your business. And think, you know what? Why is this thing holding me back? Why is this divorce? Why is this separation? Why is this anger holding me back? And just move forward. And that's the biggest takeaway I got out of the whole week.
Awesome. So how long did you decide, Jono?
The moment I hugged you in the front row, Rach.
I think we're going to see a new Jonathan Porter, guys. So I just asked for all of you. I just want to see your number one takeaway in the thread, all right? And if you've got your camera off and you can turn it on, please do. If you keep it off, we just assume that you're naked. And if that's the case, you can keep your camera off, all right? But we love to see your faces, okay? Thank you so much for everybody for sharing. Rach, do you want to have one more crack? Because I really think it's important that you share, because the fact that you went home and you dragged your husband to this event, it just makes me so damn happy. Let's go.
Okay. Can everyone hear me now?
Loud and clear with no crackling or back screech.
No worries. Awesome. So I guess our number one takeaway was to, be involved in the Isogenics community, number one. So this is my first video chat, even though I've been 3 months in. So thanks to everyone for allowing us to be here, and just, immersing yourself around like-minded people. Completely changed my outlook on literally life. So no longer holding back on things that have happened in our life, moving forward. And
she's been nicer to me.
So it's the products. So Rach, Rach, I want to know, why did you want Antonio to come? Like, you told me, but why? Like, why? Tell everyone on the call, because
I guess I've been living Isogenics, and like a lot of people, he's maybe a bit skeptical about it. And I went home on Saturday night on the biggest high, and he's like, oh yeah, but this and but that, but not everyone can be as successful like in any job. And I just wanted him to believe. So bringing him along, I don't know, did it change your belief system?
No. No, it did.
It's very sarcastic, this one. So it's been, a real awakening, hearing real life people that you can see and know, and similar stories to ours transform their lives, and already putting it into action. So we're like, go, 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 baby.
Yeah, amazing.
So I went to work today, and straight away, I'm a plasterer, so I deal with builders and contractors. And straight away, I was at work this morning, and I was like just telling everyone about this event. And now my worker wants more information about it because he wants to join up with his wife.
Yeah, beautiful. So make sure you follow the systems, okay? The systems are super easy. They're all there laid out, and it's just it's duplicating. But basically, a system is a link, and it just makes it so simple, so that you can be lying on the beach in the Bahamas or in Vegas, and just send that link from the pool, okay? Thank you so much to every single one of you that shared. You're amazing. And I just appreciate you volunteering for sharing, even if I volunteered you. Okay, let's talk 30-second stories, okay? And this is the most important thing ever, okay? What is it? Facts tell, stories sell. And every single one of you has a story, okay? Even if you haven't started Isogenics, you have a story. You know what? You have more than one story. You have 2, 3, 4. And if you're going to be really good at this, you need to be a really good storyteller. And do you know what the best thing is? That every single one of you is an incredible storyteller, because it's your own story. And would you like me to tell you a few even better things? The shorter your story is, the better, okay? And when I first started, I was a disaster. My 30-second story would go for about 20 minutes. And if you could imagine a unicorn vomiting rainbows and so forth, that was me. I just didn't shut up. You did not get a chance to talk, all right? But luckily, someone dragged me to uni in action, and I learnt to make my story so short and concise. And so I want to give you guys a few little tips. We are going to put I'm going to put a video up on Team Free, which is a 7-minute video, which is basically Kathy Coover and Steve Foxwell training on how to do your story. But this is what I want you guys to think about. I want you to think about the different stories you have: energy, weight loss, performance, stress, business. Okay, I want you to keep it really short and sweet. I want you to follow the template that's going to go up on Team Free. I'm not training on it now. You guys are going to have to go through the video, through the template. We can all check your stories, because guess what we want you to do? We want you to video your story and put it on Healthy Living, all right? Now, not just one story, we want numerous stories. Now, I would never do something I didn't do myself or I didn't expect you to do. I remember my first ever video recording, and I think I had 56 takes, okay? And it has stuck with me now 4 years later, and that story's earned me over $1 million. Who could master their 30-second story if I promised you that it will make you over $1 million? Yeah? Because the thing is, once you nail your story, then you have to help your team nail their story, and you need to follow the template, all right? The next thing is, I want you guys to get really, really comfortable with your money story. Most of you can put out a product story really easy. You know, I was fat, I was tired, I lost 14 kilos, I'm no longer tired, I feel amazing. You guys can do that. Imagine if you could talk about your business, or earning income, or going from being financially in a difficult, hard place, living paycheck to paycheck, to now living this life where you earn more money than you could dream of, or an extra couple of $100s a week has eased the stress between you and your husband, or, you know, and I'm going to share with you guys as well, all right? We often see, you know, somebody struggling with energy or their weight, or they're pumping at the gym. But do you know what people don't tell you? They don't tell you that they're financially struggling. They don't tell you that they can't pay their credit card, or they can't go on that holiday they really want to, or that they're working overtime. All right? So you need to get really comfortable with your money story. All right, your business story, even if you don't have one yet, okay? We will help you. Okay, so Bats has just asked, financial story on Team Free and health stories to Healthy Living, all right, this week. Now, I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm not a policeman. I'm not a school teacher. I'm not going to chase you. It actually doesn't bother me. Well, actually, it does bother me. It hurts my heart if you don't do this. But I'm actually not going to make you guys do it. We want you guys to do this because you want to do it. All right. There is going to be accountability for something else later down the call, but this is just part of it. All right. You need to nail your story, send it to your leaders, post it to the pages. We will check it. All right. The next thing is the script. I'm going to take a photo of and put on the Team Free page. Photocopy it 3 times, guys. Write out 3 different stories and stick it on the wall in your bathroom or where your toilet is. Okay, laminate it, put it in the shower. Do whatever you're doing this week to know your story. Some of you don't know your story. I saw it, okay? Like it was like a fried rice. There were bits and pieces everywhere, all right? Energy, one story. Weight loss, another story. Your gym and your performance, another story. Finances and your business, another story. You can even have another story about time. Pick 3 major things. Make it emotional. People don't care if you lost 15 kilos, all right? People care how you felt before you lost the 15 kilos and then how you felt after, okay? Now, who wants to share their story? Sarah, I want to share. I don't want any product stories. I just want business stories because you guys nail your product stories and we'll help you. I know there's a lot of you that are brand spanking new. We will help you. You're not on your own. I'm here to support you. We're going to help you change your stories. There was 50 of us at that event who all learnt stories and they will help you, okay? But you've got to post your video and we'll give you positive feedback, negative feedback. make sure you keep it compliant. All right, where's Sarah? Can you unmute, babe?
Yeah, I'm here. I've got to help her. So hang on.
Perfect. Hey, cutie pie.
All right. So shh. Before Isogenics, we were struggling financially. I was ashamed that we had made such a poor business decision after working so hard to set ourselves up financially. I was devastated of the thought of not only losing our house, but also my husband and separating our family. I was introduced to this opportunity by my friend Lee. I've been using the products and building the business since mid-January. As a result, I'm now earning extra weekly income, present in my children's lives, and have realised there is another non-traditional way to provide for your family.
Okay.
That's it.
I've got tears in my eyes. Does anyone?
Sorry, did you get all that with Hugo helping?
Yeah, I got it. I even have tears in my eyes. Did anyone else get tears? I don't know what's wrong. Okay. All right. So who else wants to follow that? Has someone got another story that they want to share? Okay, that's amazing. Fawn, I'll hand it to you. Did you guys feel Sarah's story? So the next thing is, right, guys, how's Sarah going to bring that up with this mama? She's like standing next to at the play center or something. You know, she's going to listen for the mom to have some sadness or some pain, and she's going to be able to go, you know what, I can relate to you. This is what my life used to be like before. And then, all right, and then drop it in there, okay? Fawn, I'd love to hear yours because you've got an amazing business story as well. Let's rock it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I was working 60 to 70 hours every week in my corporate role. I dreaded going to work on a Monday morning, and I'd started to hate the job that I once loved. I'd stopped making plans with my family and friends throughout the week because I was always too busy with work, and I would always have to cancel. And I felt like I was losing my soul and my sense of identity. I was introduced to this amazing opportunity by my best friend, Amy, and I started partnering with this health and wellness company about a year and a half ago. As a result, I now have the freedom to work my own schedule and don't have to worry about reporting into a boss. I no longer feel sick or anxious about my ridiculous growing workload or choosing what I had to work on and when. And I now get to see my friends and family when I want, and I feel the happiest I have in a long, long time. So I believe that everyone truly should love what they do and be happy.
Beautiful. I love it. That's amazing. So yeah, let's do this. I want to do these ones, but I think we'll just keep up with this dance. I love that. That's amazing. So I want to just reach out to all of you that are right now in comparison. Okay, who's in their head going, oh my God, their story is amazing, but mine's shit. All right. Yeah, I know. I literally felt some of you like get excited, but then back. I want to let you guys know that we worked so hard over the weekend, and these girls haven't just pulled these stories out today. They've been in Isogenics for a while. They've had some incredible coaching, and it's taken some molding. All right. And this is the great thing with Isogenics. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. If I sent a 3-year-old over to you and got them to shake your leg and say, hey, my mummy and daddy know how to make $1 million. Do you want to find out how? To the right person, they'll go, yeah, okay. So don't put too much stress on this, guys. But the best way to make your story improve is keep practicing. You know what? I'm going to find my first ever 30-second story on my phone in my 56,000 photos that I've got on my phone, and I'm going to post it, and you guys are going to laugh. I really hope that I've got it there. But the thing is, you're always improving, always getting better. I still feel like I've got razor blades in my throat and I'm a millionaire, all right? It doesn't matter. But the thing is, you've just got to give it a crack, because if you don't say anything, they're never going to know. The other thing is, I want you guys to learn each other's stories, okay? And actually, while I'm talking about that, does everybody have in their phone a photo album of just before and afters. All right, so go on to Healthy Living, start saving all the before and afters, put them in one photo album. I use it continuously. The other thing you can do is you can take some really nice photos of us, all of our profile pictures, and when you see someone that looks like someone, just say you're somewhere and you see someone who looks like me or a young girl, whatever, right? You can be like, oh my gosh, you look like my friend Rachel. She's from Melbourne. She's a nurse. And they'll go, and you'll be like, look, have a look at her picture. Or, and then you can share my story. You can be like, she makes 7 figures. She lives in Melbourne. She lost all this weight. Or, I often use Rachel and Greg's story. I'll pull their photo out of them on the beach with their kids in Noosa. I'll be like, oh my God, you remind me of my friend Rachel and Greg, my business partners. Here, check them out. They've got 2 young kids. They live in Noosa on the beach. And they're like, how do they do that? And then I share their story. So make a conscious effort to know each other's stories, okay? All right. Has anyone else got anything to say about the stories? I can't wait to see them on Healthy Living. It's going to be amazing. Don't compare. Watch. I'll put a video on Team Free to teach you guys a little bit more. Watch that space. Okay, let's go into you share, they share, repeat. This is going to be really short, really sweet. Guys, you share, they share, repeat is how you earn $1 million on repeat over and over. It's how you earn a couple $100 a week. Isagenix has made a really simple script. It is so little. It is so amazing. And it basically talks you through you're finding 2 people, helping them get started, getting paid $80, doubling the PIB and so on. And I know that sounds like jargon, but what happens is if you can learn this script learn the script, memorize it, every single person you talk to about Isagenix, any person, what I always say at the end is the best thing about Isagenix is you can get it for free and you can get rebates. Grab a pen and paper, I'll draw it out for you. Because before they've got started, they're listening, aren't they? And anyone who comes in for the business and they want to know about the business, that is the first thing I draw. Because if it's on repeat, that's how they get paid. I showed a man today worth $300 million, actually probably $400 million. You share, they share, repeat. He was enrolling with his personal assistant, his business partner. He looked at me. He goes, get me another pack. I'll get one for my chief financial officer. Like that. Like he didn't need the money. But he just spent another $600-700 because I showed him you share, they share, repeat. If it's good enough for millionaires, it's good enough for every single person you know, don't you think? So I want to hand it over to Alicia, and I want her to share how she memorized this script in 12 hours and won $600 worth of event tickets. My tip for you guys is I'm going to put the script on Team Free. I want you guys to print it out, but there's a few things. Write it out, okay? Writing it out is a great way to memorize it, but the other way to memorize it is putting it into your voice recorder on your phone, okay? And saying it about 3 times and then just listen to that on repeat as well. So, Alicia,
can you hear me?
I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Daniela.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. Can you just share with us how you learnt it? You don't need to read the script. I just want to know what you actually did.
So for the bits that were a bit difficult in the wording for me, that I kept saying something different but around the same lines, something I always used to do in high school. So for the line that says there are packs to suit every goal and budget, the suit every goal and budget bit was really difficult for me to remember. So I made the acronym of CGAB, suit every goal and budget. So I remembered one word and then I was able to remember the 5 words. So I did that about 5 times throughout the script. And then the other main thing I did was I didn't stay up all night. I went to sleep and I woke up in the morning and it was so clear in my head after that. Like, there's nothing better than sleep. It's good for the brain, and I think it made a big impact on how I remembered it. So, yeah.
You're amazing. Thank you. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you to see you up there first. And for me, it was your belief. You knew. Now, is there anyone else who'd like to share how they memorized that script? The brand new script. Guys, it's brand new. It doesn't matter where you are in Isogenics, how long you've been around. It's brand spanking new. So we need to all memorize it. You know what? You can videotape that and put that on Healthy Living as well. And I might give you a hint. There might be a challenge coming up in the next couple of weeks. So practice, practice, practice.
Hey, Rach.
Yep.
What Beck and I did was we sat opposite each other and we even started like rapping at one stage. I'm not even kidding. We just tried to make it fun, and if you make it fun, you start remembering the words. We voice recorded ourselves. We played it, so my voice would go, her voice would go, and it just started like going in our minds. And then we were just videoing each other being stupid with it, so we're like jumping around, and it was just like things like that we were able to memorize it because you were having fun with it. So yeah, rapping's great.
Can you just know, I just want you to can you just sing can you sing a little bit for us, please? Hang on, guys, team, hands up if you want Natalia to just rap a little bit of this.
Oh my goodness.
Come on. No, you're on. Let's go.
Oh, now I'm sweating, guys.
Okay.
Hold on, let me find the words. So I was like, Beck was beatboxing.
Well,
Beck,
hang on. Let's unmute Beck. Beck, you know what? We're here to have fun. Go, Beck. You're on too. Let's go.
If Beck beatboxes, I'll do it.
Come on, Beck. Let's go, guys. Do you reckon that these girls need to do this?
I'm like crying right now.
No, this is better than the levels of leadership. Come on, Beck.
So it kind of just went like this. It was like I was kind of beatboxing at the same time. I was like, I can't beatbox. But I was like, what excites me the most is that Isogenics has a simple way. And then like you just click and I don't know. This is what I mean. Like we were just being stupid with it. But at the time it just stuck in our heads because we were laughing so much. We were crying. And Luke thought that we were high because we just were on top of the world after David T.S. Wood. It was great.
And do you know what? You need to have fun. Ladies, I want that video on Team Free, please. And you know,
we can definitely put it on.
Really good. You can actually put it on Healthy Living. I think that the team of Healthy Living need to see this. We want to see the video. Okay, Danny, are you there? How did you learn it? Let's go. Did you beatbox as well?
Okay, how did I learn it? So I learned it. Oh, actually, when he said that, I was like, okay. So I started reading it as he was talking, and then when they were doing the like personality thing, I was like repeating it in my head, but like saying it, like whispering it. So the chick next to me kept like looking at me because she probably thought I was possessed or something. So I was just like, what is that? And then when I got home, I was saying it and then I recorded myself and then I would listen to it over and then read along to see what words I got wrong so I could fix it. And then Caitlin was here as well. So then I started drawing it on a whiteboard and she recorded me. And then I was saying it and drawing it on a whiteboard as if like I was talking to someone. And then on the way in the next day, we were in the car. And so then I was driving so that I was just like, okay, ready? Someone read along. And then I would say it. And then they would tell me what words I got wrong. And then we just kept going like that. So.
Okay, so can everybody just drop into the thread who actually has learnt the new script and, you know, what percentage? 0 is you don't know it. A 10 is you can nail it without paper. All right. And I just want to know where you guys are at 10 so we know how much to focus on it. It is page 15 in the Uni in Action book. I will take a photo of this, post it to Team Free. My advice is that you save the photo in your phone and you guys start reading this. This is it. If you know your story and you know this script, that's all you need. That's it. Okay, guys. Like, that is why David focuses on it. The other thing that David really got.
Hey, Rachel, excuse
Yeah.
me. Is it the same as what was in the 90-day plan, game plan?
No, it's a new one.
It's brand new.
It's a quarter of the size.
Wow.
It's so amazing. I'm actually really excited by it.
Right.
What was that?
Can I just say something quickly?
Yeah, I'm going to hand it over to you to talk about the colour personalities as well. So let's hear it from Shez.
If anyone who went to Celebration still has the Isogenics events app on their phone, does anyone still have the event?
Yeah.
If you go onto that and you go onto tools, they have changed the You Share, They Share script to the new one. I just checked it.
Are you kidding?
So you can
Wow. All right. Thank you, Shez. So, guys, at Uni in Action, David talks about 4 personality colours. Sheridan's going to go over that in a couple of minutes for us. We will post the quiz. Someone can post the quiz to Team Free for me. And Shez, you've got a couple of minutes if you can just drop the colours there. And for guys who know what colour they are in the thread, we want to know what colour you are. So let's go.
All right. Hey, guys. So how cool would it be if we could connect with people on such a level that, you know, do people find that they attract people who are really similar to themselves? I don't know about you, but I seem to attract either people that need fixing or people that want to fix other people, because that's me. Yeah. So what David Wood has done on the weekend, as he's just done a really, really basic personality test so that you can kind of work out, you know, what your traits are so that you can relate to other people by recognizing what color they are and what, you know, makes them tick. So how cool would it be if we could relate to anybody just by, you know, listening and picking up on how they work and what, you know, drives them. So the first one is red, and the personality motive or the trait is power. Okay, so these people are results driven. They're, you know, they love being the leader. They love being in charge. They're a delegator. They're dominant. They're really direct. What makes them tick is competition, and they're usually money driven and facts and figures. They love the facts. They're really quick to act. They're decisive. And if they were a person in a movie, they'd be like the head detective. Okay, so the example that he used was the detective out of the movie The Fugitive, or like a head coach. Yeah, so put your hand up if you think you're a red. Rach and Greg, yes. Rach P, definitely. Fawn. And you know what? One colour is not better than the other. They're just different. So the next colour is blue. All right, so their motive is intimacy, or intimacy. Okay, so these people are loyal. They're caring, they're empathetic, meaning and contribution mean more to them than money and results. They're usually intuitive. They love helping people. So usually a lot of blues are in Isogenics and in network marketing because they love helping people. They're compassionate, they're emotional. They're the people who cry at TV ads and, you know, in movies. So if they were an animal, they'd be a cuddly koala. So put your hand up if you think you're a blue. And they're also the ones who are like, oh, it's okay if you don't have a credit card, you'll put it on mine and I'll come round and I'll unpack your box and I'll make you shake and I'll even spoon feed it to you. So the first time I went to UIA, Rach McConnell was killing herself laughing, pointing down the row at me going, that's you, Shez. So yeah, there's a lot of blues that are attracted to network marketing because we just want to help everybody, right? The next colour is white, okay, and their motive is peace. So like the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, these people are very controlled. They're very slow to act. They're very logical. They're introverted. They're all about integrity They have a really good bullshit meter, so you can't bullshit these people. They're usually kind, diplomatic. Not a lot of people with a pure white personality are attracted to network marketing, just because, you know, a lot of network marketers are BS kind of speakers. So they're really even-tempered, they're objective. Integrity and truth are far more important to these people than money. So if you were talking to someone who you recognise as a white, what you could talk to them about is how we're aligned with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Okay, so think about, you know, how you can bring it up that is going to really, you know, play on the heartstrings with a white. Okay, they're the conscious diplomats. So the last one, put your hand up if you're a white. Not me, I'm blue. So there's a few whites. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so the last one are the yellows. So these guys are just all about fun, just the party. So they're usually a little bit disorganized chaos a little bit. They love the community of Isogenics. They're charismatic, they're the sociable ones, they're the dreamers. So they're the ones who love the start movement. And, you know, they love to dream big, and they love the idea of freedom and just partying their way through life, really. So they're like the Adam Sandler character in a movie, or Dumb and Dumber. He's hilarious. So put your hand up if you think you're a yellow. And remember, these are really, really vague. So if you're like, oh, I'm a bit of this and I'm a bit of that, if you're really undecided on what colour you are, you're probably blue. Okay? So, and, you know, sometimes I'm a little bit purple. You know, the little bit of red comes out in me, not very often, but sometimes. And sometimes I love a party, don't we all? So sometimes I'm a little bit green, ice green. So, you know, it's okay to be more than one. And as you go through your journey, you'll probably find that you will be a little bit of all of them. You become a little bit of a chameleon, because you kind of mimic who you're talking to. Okay, and that's how you're going to relate to, you're going to be able to relate to everybody, which is what we want. Yeah. So did anyone have any questions about that? Or who would like to give us an example of their colour and what they found interesting about, you know, learning that they were that colour?
Can I hand it straight over to Tanya and Paul just to share their takeaway?
Sure thing.
So it's funny though, because I just asked Melina Magri what colour she was in Facebook thread, and she goes, I'm blue. I cried the whole entire time at every video. I just want to say though, for me being a leader, and for all of you guys, that we have to like accommodate everybody. Like, I don't like to party, but I have to make sure it's fun and have parties for you guys, and I just want to work. And sometimes, you know, I don't have a lot of emotion, but it's getting better. And, you know, and like the reds, why do you think there are so many reds in our team? And a lot of you won't be dominant red, but you'll have a bit of red in you, and that's what you love about the team, and it's what keeps you in as well. So everyone's important, and everybody can make it in Isogenics as well, which I think is great. Paul and Tanya, are you guys there? So David spoke about the different leadership levels, and I just want to touch on this just for a couple of minutes, and then we'll close out with the end of the call. If you can unmute and just share, Tanya, what you guys took away from the leadership levels and how every single person in our team is a leader, even if they don't think they are, and how you can actually move yourself up the leadership levels.
Yeah, sure. Hey, everyone. So it was really, really important, actually, this part. So there are 5 levels of leadership that David talked about. The first level, number 1, is called positional leadership. Now, this means that you've got a position, but you don't actually have the leadership skills. So that's your first level. So just have a think about that and where you are at the moment. The second level is a permission level. People are going to follow you because they want to. Okay? People are going to follow you because they want to. The third level is a production level. People are going to follow you because of what you've done for the organisation. And basically what David was saying is that we need to start producing. We need to get into that level. So we need to get into level 3. But level 4 is where the magic really starts to happen. And that level is growing people development. So people are going to follow you because of what you have done for them. And within this level, if you can understand that you need to go from the production level of level 3 into the level of level 4, where you're actually developing your people in your team, you are going to start to grow a very successful Isogenics business. So this is the key, guys, to go from where you're producing really well, you're getting people signed up, you're getting people on your team, to move to growing the people in your team. So showing them the tools, coaching them through the business, showing everything that's available to them, and showing them the simple way of how they need to do it. And then the 5th level is the key level, which Paul's just going to express a little bit on.
Yeah, if I just go back to the 4th level, it's really important to understand that when you talk about successful people discover what they're good at. They discover what they're good at. Successful leaders, they discover what others are good at. That's probably a key difference. With successful people, they're able to discover exactly what it is that they're good at. But if you want to become a great leader, you've actually got to discover what your team are good at. Because everyone's got different gifts and everyone's got different strengths. And as a leader, it's up to you to pull those strengths out of people so that you've got a team that works together, and not everyone has to have strengths in the same areas. You know, we've got people in teams that are great at talking to people and others that maybe not so at the moment. But it's understanding the strengths and bringing those together to create a strong team. The successful people are able to position themselves really, really well. Whereas a successful leader will position others really well. And that's really important as well, positioning your people where they need to be in your business. And obviously the pinnacle is the top level, which is pinnacle 5. And those are, what's that one? Talk about? How you show up to the world. Now, some of the biggest people who've made impacts in the world, like Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King, they're amazing leaders. Yeah, Mother Teresa. But one of the things you need to understand about leadership, and I think Rachel brought it up earlier, is that you never send people in your team somewhere where you haven't gone yourself. Yeah. And if you're going to do that, you're setting yourself up to fail. Actually lead the way and lead by example. If you're leading, you lead by example.
Yeah, so just to finish off, basically what David said is you need to grow level 4 leaders. So not only do you need to grow your people, you need to teach your people to grow people as well. And if you do that, this is how you are going to grow this business. That's the key.
And I think there's no bigger satisfaction than actually having trained someone that actually does better than you.
Yes. Can you just talk about that for a second, about training someone to be better than you?
Yeah, I think for us, one of the biggest things we know, and I'm working with a business at the moment who are growing exponentially, but they are promoting people into leadership that aren't ready. And so one of the biggest things is to understand how people grow and getting inside their psyche and their brain and their mindset, and to say, well, how do I grow this person as a leader so that they understand the systems and how we can grow them so that actually at the end of the day they become better at doing what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also that he said another really key thing. You need to really listen to this, because if this goes in, again, this is going to make you successful in this business. So he said we can grow people beyond our own income. So have a think about that at the moment. If you're looking at becoming a millionaire like Rachel is, then have a think about growing your team to beyond what you want to grow to.
Yeah.
That's us, Rach.
I want leaders better than me, and there are leaders better than me in this team, absolutely. And that's my mission, to go and find people that are better. Okay, and it's the same for you guys. Don't be scared of people that are better than you. Guys, you want people in your team who are actually better, that have different strengths, okay? So I want to just finish with a couple more things. Who wants to know what's coming in Isogenics? Can't tell you. I'm sorry. I'll tell you at the end of the call. I will, actually, because I really want to tell you guys some exciting stuff. I want to talk to you about SKO, all right? I'm going to go 5 minutes over, but this is really important. So SKO is on, I think it's about the 15th of September. Greg, should we tell him or should we keep him hanging? Tell him or keep him hanging? All right. So SKO is on all around Australia and in New Zealand on the same day, okay? We are really, really lucky in Melbourne because Greg is going to fly down and be presenting at SKO in Melbourne. How amazing. If you're excited about that, let's do the team dance. Okay. We also have Kylie Donaldson, the #1 income earner. We have Lauren Petrovic, the millionaire. We have Heidi, the nurse millionaire, and Steve Foxwell in Melbourne. And you'll have me just doing my presentation from the seats, the front row, like normal. All right. But what's amazing, guys, is if you're interstate, feel free to get on a plane and come to Melbourne. You can stay in my apartment. You don't have to pay for accommodation. All right. If you want to go to your own state, then by all means, go to your own state. All right. And round up as many people as you can. There's a few things, guys. We've hit 50 people on tonight's call and we don't even have a guest speaker. At Uni in Action, we had over 50 people at the event. Every single row was our team. It was so amazing. We only have 500 seats for Melbourne SKO. We will sell them out. There is no opportunity to expand. I want to talk to you guys right now and I need you guys to commit. I want you all there. And if you don't come, don't complain that your business is not where it's not you want it to be. Full stop, end of story. You know what I'm like with events. If you don't come to events, I cannot coach you. I cannot support you. What you learn in 8 hours, it would take me 8 weeks of an hour, okay? But I want you to hear this. I want you to each bring a carload full of people. If I told you we had new products, would you get excited? Yes. If I told you that we were maybe going to have another trip somewhere that every single one of you could win, would you get excited? All right. If I told you that the tickets are only $50 and I know how you can all get them for free, could you get excited? These free tickets are only going to last while there's tickets in your back office. So you need to go and get them and you need to get them now. Listen up. Fawn, turn the recording off. These $25 off coupons, guys, came out for anyone at Uni in Action, all right? Use your family and friends discount coupons before you use these. They say 60 days, but there's not really a time frame on them. Another reason why you need to go to events, guys. And finally, I want to talk to you guys about what we're doing next week. But at the end of Uni in Action, Lloyd Ross gave us an 8-step system. We love systems for contacting 100 people. It's on Team Free. Watch the video. Check out the notes that have been written. We are going to give you guys that want to do it as a team a week to get your list together, get your story together, get your photo together, and we will roll that out next week. For those of you who are already doing it, you're incredible. You're amazing. That's why you're going to have so much success, okay? Lloyd challenged me. He told me that only 2% of the room would do this. So there was 400 people in the room. He said 2% of the room will do it. And I told him that I'm going to have 50 people do it. All right. So imagine being able to prove that guy wrong and showing him 50 of us doing the 100-person challenge. Okay. So that's next week. If you want to start early, go for it. Greg, is there anything else? I'm sorry. All right. So guys, can we finish the night with a dance? So Janice call is on now. It started 7 minutes ago. I will drop the link in. Actually, if you want the link, just message me. All right. I love you guys. You can unmute. You can talk. Greg, have you done the boomy? Can someone else do it? Thank you. You can all unmute. Tell each other you love each other. I think you guys are amazing.
Woo! Who's pumped?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know I was on the side of the highway.
Let's just do the, we'll do the thing once.
Can I just say, guys, that 6 of us won an ISA Derby, and if I told you that 50 of us could win an ISA Derby, would you get excited? Let me just say that you all products of the product, and do that this week. All right. I can't say any more, otherwise I'm going to give any secrets away. All right.
Woohoo!
Bye, everybody. I love you guys.